everybody! Welcome to a nice episode of Yuri Bakes. My name is Yuri Zazaki, and today I'm going to bake this nice Oreo brownie mix made by Betty Crocker with real Oreo pieces. So, hope you guys enjoy this. And let's do this. So, first off, we need to preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. So we gotta do that right now. V-A-D. And yeah, we also have to grease this pan. Very important. And that's just the microwave. And then we should start it. Yeah. Next, we're gonna grease the oven while they. And I'm sorry, it's just like a YouTube video, okay? Now, magic hands are gonna help me there. Wash off these mini disasters. Okay, that's enough greasing, magic hands. Anyways, before I add all the ingredients together, I'm just gonna crack the egg, one egg, into this bowl right here. I know. This bowl is a mess with doing this, so let me clear all this. I'm gonna crack this egg, and these magic hands again will help me. Thank you, magic hands.
This is Central Square Santon. One of the really big sellers is the security level at this building. You literally need electronic access to get in if you're a resident. So you
and then we're just gonna take out the eye, like so. And then we're gonna drop it into the thingy.
Let's get into the actual apartment.
Into the thingy.
So this is the
See if we can
entrance
find another eye.
into the kitchen.
There it is. This is my first time baking live. Maybe I should own my own cooking show.
What I pay $15,500 a month, which is the equivalent of about $800.
And I'll be right back, guys, again.
$110.
Next, we're gonna drop the egg into the bowl right here, so that it can be a part of the brownie mix that we're about to do today. And while the oven is still preheated, next, we're about to add the brownie mix into the bowl. So first off, we better open it. And again, sorry that like so. Then we're gonna take out the mix with a lot of the Oreo pieces right there. So here they are, Oreo pieces in the mix, and we are about to include them in this brownie mix, like we're about to do right now. So let me set my up again. So while these magic hands here are adding them into our measuring cup here. Again, sorry guys, it's hard to do. After we add we then add them into the thingy.
Back down to the outsiders who sell their goods and their labour much more cheaply.
Next, we need 3 tablespoons of water.
the salary we're looking for. Understand? These people, they are self-consumed. So they are really
I know it's a bad habit, but Monday, cut me some slack.
Particularly the ones in South Africa who were victims of the xenophobic attacks in Johannesburg. There have been very disheartening videos of businesses being torched down, human beings being burnt like animals on the streets, women and men being humiliated, and so many other gory footage that just make you want to ask what the hell is going on. This is not the first time this is happening, and it's absolutely outrageous that such barbaric moves would be made in this day and time. These attacks are said to have been sparked by the outrage of South Africans who believe that foreigners are taking the jobs of their locals, their housing, and even their women. Some others claim that Nigerians have been linked to many fraud, drug, and criminal cases, thereby causing unrest in their society. But whatever the reason might be, it does not justify taking the life of another person. I mean, if the entire South African side that is not like any foreigners in their land, there are definitely 100 ways to go about it. Many Nigerians have been sharing their thoughts. The celebrities are not left out. In fact, South African rapper AKA got absolutely roasted by
I always
YC,
hate to
Burna
say
Boy,
that's
and
too
many
much
others.
oil,
And even
but
MI felt some heat
sometimes
because he tried to somewhat
we never
defend
know.
AKA.
We never know.
Whiskey has
We
spoken
never
out,
know.
asking
We
that
never
everyone
know.
should let go. The video has condemned
That's
killing,
it.
suicide, which has even pulled out the
Next, we're going to stir them all together.
Angola and Malawi have pulled out of the World Economic Forum.
Okay,
Zambia has
sorry if that camera is fixed, but if it has that,
Nigerians are of course enraged, but for some reason there have been countless reactions to the situation, like burning and
for some
looting
reason,
places like ShopRite and
everything
Zoom.
magazine.
Yes, we should express our anger so our silence is not complete to mean that we are okay with what's going on. But we need to be more strategic in our thinking. 2 Nigerians have been killed so far right here in Nigeria. Many are bound to lose their jobs as a direct effect of recruiting and breaking in. Foreigners are also being harassed, and all of these will not in any way practically solve the situation. Airpeace has volunteered an aircraft to pick up Nigerians who are willing to come back from South Africa, and that sounds like a realistic
I'm
solution.
gonna have to turn on the
Harry has
lights so
said
that
that
we
he will
can
visit
see
South Africa next
that we
month to
can
address the
see
situation,
the
and I'm not
progress.
very sure what to think about it. I mean, this is something that needs to be addressed ASAP. But maybe it has stuff to do with his schedule and all of that. But don't you guys think that our government has failed us again? Do you think that
Also, let me know in the comments down below on Instagram if you guys want to see the update of my Animal Crossing quiz, but it'll only have to be at daytime though to do it, okay?
For more sizzling gist and interesting trends, kindly follow us across all our social media platforms on vibe.ng.
Okay. So far, if we take a look at this, it looks pretty smooth like so. And it says to sprinkle the Oreo cookie pieces evenly over the brownie batter, but we're just gonna do it my way, and unfortunately, really like so, but next time I'll definitely follow the instructions.
This strip and
Finally! So let's see. Looks like we're about to pour in the batter like so.
The toll of migrants killed in South Africa is continuing to rise to number 2 due to the latest victims in conflicts and clothing attacks and conflicts in that country. The victims were shot to death during the clothing attacks in Johannesburg and Cape Town.
So, next, if you have seen the process right now, here is the brownie batter before it's about to go into the oven to cook. Next, we're about to put that in oven, wait for a couple of minutes or so, usually about 37 to 40. Sometimes I will go to 34 minutes, sorry there. And so we can just hang out, chat, do whatever. Okay? Okay, now that the brownie batter is in the oven, I'm gonna wait for the first couple minutes, then it's just checking, and then a couple minutes again onwards, we're about to take it out to see how it looks in the end, okay? In the meantime, I'm about to bring up my Switch to play while this is cooking. Instead,
all Nigeria come they come with the big car. What they get the man? They're selling drugs. And this government is behind them. You guys are sitting on the temple.
Raining on a Tuesday matter, or I should say Wednesday. But, oh, cheers, some people up
South Africans, I pay my tax. People gave me license to open business. I swear to God.
nice.
I swear to God. They're killing our people, youth, with a young and what. People just have a graduate, they continue to chair with this man. Now, after that, but all Nigeria come what? They coming with the big cars. What they get the man? They're selling drugs. And this government is behind them.
I'm not sure how to play
You guys are sitting on
it,
the time bomb. Trust me. Sitting on the time bomb. Before you leave this country, you guys are going to suffer. People working here in South Africans, I pay my tax. People give me license to open business. I swear to God. I will make sure. I will make for my people.
what is like
I'm not
this?
for anything.
I'll usually have that out. But where is this? Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to deal with me dying.
Something is happening.
Of course.
You have to come out. But it's the night. You can't come out. You come and fight in front of people.
It's ridiculous.
I came here. I came to make my own business here. I opened my own business. I didn't go to
This is a boring game.
I make my
Boring
own
game.
business here. So why are they saying that they are taking their jobs? I never go and help any fucking person to come and make money. I always make money while I'm working. I said that to get a property. Now how can I leave this property and go? I can't say my brother here, not like me now, I don't sell drugs. I work in my brain. I'm an electrician, I'm a mechanic, I'm a painter. I sell cars. So some people are selling drugs. I believe that the people in, like the police, they're not the people that are selling drugs. They must go to them straight.
The lack of resources, the lack of access to employment. And I think this is what's created an atmosphere or a culture of entrepreneurship amongst the youth, amongst South Africans. It's always been a very dependency culture, whereas migrants from Africa are very entrepreneurial. They come into the country, set up businesses all over the place, and are willing to engage in hard work, long hours of work, and in fact contribute to the economy quite successfully, develop and produce jobs for South Africans as well.
Okay, kids, I'm sorry I had to turn that down because of the TV,
School by studying here, and
everybody has pinkies on.
is offering all these opportunities to them. So that's something that we forget. South Africa has always been having a safe place for foreigners. And here there is a tradition, a humanitarian tradition in this country of hosting people.
I have to go somewhere.
Every refugees, we fled
Too late to
from
catch
our
up to
country
them.
unwillingly, and they come to look for refuge in South Africa. We hope and South Africa is going to be our new home. It's going to be a good place to stay. But unfortunately, South Africa has not been a good place for us. From, let's say, from Home Affairs, when you come from Home Affairs, the way they treat you as a refugee is very horrible. Very, very, very bad.
They push you like a god, they push you like no human being, they push you like somebody who doesn't have any value at all. Many people they stay in the situation of asylum seeker for 20 years. I never see any country when people can stay quite long in an asylum seeker, only South Africa. And I never see a country that people can use a A4-page paper to give documentation like I do. We are not going to accept any promise from South Africa. We need the UNHCR to take us out from South Africa, to take us where we can have a place of protection.
That's good. At least I got myself an extra life.
Here in South Africa, our children, they don't have hope, brother. They don't have hope.
A study conducted by the World Bank here in South Africa, the report was released earlier this year, came up with a finding that for every employed foreign migrant that has a business or that works in South Africa, he or she creates jobs for 2 South Africans. Which is a remarkable statistic when we have a look at the unemployment figures and the dynamics around unemployment that we find.
My company has like
I'll be right back to check on the...
almost all the 10 staff, they are all South Africa. They are all
I'll be
South
right back to
Africa.
check on the... Right now, the batter is doing excellent. It's cooking to perfection. And when I'm done with it, I'm only about to take it out. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy the show. And until then, so guys, let's wait for a couple more minutes.
So the argument that remittances, how it's actually revived forced because at one stage between 1994 and 2000 actually going down. They have recreated a whole new economy there. South Africans of all nationalities actually come over there from all over Gauteng on a weekend to simply imbibe the vibe of Portugal. And the problem is that when migrants have come in, so South Africans haven't necessarily extended the hand across to welcome them into the country because they see them as a threat. And the problem with that is that therefore migrants have tended to retreat into these enclaves precisely as you have said, as a protective measure, to protect themselves, but also to draw on the networks of them. So the social capital networks, the financial networks, the human capital networks that they have there.
That's why people are here. They can get everything here. All the stuff they can get in Portugal. That's the main thing. We got mostly South African, then we got foreigners as well. But obviously,
Oh my god, you always have to go up. You always have to go up. Is that their job? Go up.
Attempt to go up, make us big tough that time. So now, I didn't pick you up. You know, they got that. Right now, they stop the work for this. So, it's a bit difficult to us to do business right now in South Africa. But I hope it will change so.
For the 2016 to 2021 period, so these numbers are over a 5-year period, we indicated that there would be slightly a net migration of slightly over 1 million persons into Gauteng.
That's good.
And this constitutes
We're gonna go back to the
47% of all international migrants choosing Gauteng as their point of residence, their preferred point of residence.
So in South Africa, you have about 268,000 refugees and asylum seekers, and most came from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. You also have Somalis, you have people from
Stage 1.
Bangladesh and Pakistan, most of them face persecution.
This is your king. Unfortunately,
Very harsh things in
stole
their
my
country.
championship. Okay? No offense, kids. No offense. I'm just mad.
The Congo, for instance,
But if we start to way up again, and I will certainly come back to it and regain that back.
So they really
If
face
I even have my shot.
different dangers.
This is probably going to be never. But hey,
To try to rebuild their lives.
at least I have
They
an amazing time being double
they
cheated.
really have the will to restart their lives, to have families, to be able to take their children to school, to find jobs, and to integrate also in the South African society. They want to be living in peace together with the South Africans. Foreign qualifications are not
This
recognized in
again?
South Africa.
I
They
hate
have to
having
go
the
through
press.
this kind
I
of
hate it when R's deposit you.
detailed procedural checking before it is. And I mean, we have a shortage of doctors in the country, we have a shortage of teachers, we have a shortage of accountants. There's a number of areas where there's shortage.
I hate praising her.
And yet we have too much skill because so now we are not utilizing the kind of skills that are there, that are available in this country. And it's sad. You know, I think the government could be a lot more proactive about this. We could create mechanisms where we could utilize the skilled professionals that are in the country to uplift the country and thereby create jobs as well.
The bottom line is lazy. People are lazy. People don't want to work. Simple as that. As a foreigner, when I come to this country and I read what is going on here, and I see this is free. You go to say you can get a job. I've got a skills already. I come to this country. What must I do? I have to go and get a skills to get a job. When you get a job, if you are foreign, you don't have time to change your life. We intensify.
Who's afraid? That's a question. Who's afraid for Wolves Collide on a Saturday? Oh my god, come on. Get out of here. Stage 5. Oh boy, this is not gonna be fun. A good 1,000. Stage 6, so no enemy shots. Ah, really? Stage, great! Oopsies, what did they run out of me? Not this, come on! I hate the plasma every time it happens. forgot you don't press Y to shoot, you just X. X to auto fire, okay. That might be the perfect time to go check something. Wow! Look at the change since we last saw it. It has been rising up upwards as we have seen right here. As I'm taking a look, and as I'm about to lift up the pan, these magic hands are about to lift up the pan here. It smells amazing. Amazing. And as the looks of it, I'm going to check it readily. Wow, we on the brownies some more.
Police arrested 41 people for the violence in Johannesburg, while 8 others were arrested in Tembisi Township, east of
Everyone's
Johannesburg.
wondering how he's
And one
doing.
person arrested in the capital Pretoria, police said.
He's doing
This
excellent.
violence followed similar incidents in Pretoria last week, in which protests led to taxi drivers from several foreign-owned shops looted and torched. Such violence breaks out sporadically in South Africa, where many nationals blame foreigners for high unemployment, particularly in manual labor. Last week, Human Rights Watch reported that dozens of crime violence in the country had died in attacks against foreigners since March 2018. The report was released following recent tweets of xenophobic violence, followed by economic decline and record unemployment.
I hate it when it does that to me again.
This Diddy situation is bonkers.
I look at him like, I say, Jesus.
And next question.
Yeah, as we take a look at things from the side there,
To testify over
the
the
sides
first 2
look
weeks
good,
of the
but
trial.
I'm
Now, just to
waiting
be clear,
still
Combs has pleaded
on
not
label
guilty and
words.
firmly denies any
And hence is the reason I
His lawyers
said
say
the
any
oil
personal
is not
issues he had
necessary.
came down to jealousy, and that while some of his private life might be unusual, it doesn't make it illegal. Okay, before we think about whether Diddy is innocent or guilty, let's hear from the 16 witnesses. Number 1, Israel Flores. He was the first witness. He himself, when he witnessed it, it made him want to quit. Number 8, Regina Ventura, Cassie Ventura's mother. Regina Ventura, Cassie's mom, told the jury how she took out a home equity loan to pay Combs because she was worried he might fall.
That is courtesy of Raw, guys. All copyrights go to WWE, respectively.
From Combs' assistant, Capricorn Clark, from December 2011, where Cassie wrote, "The threats that have been made towards me by Sean Puffy Combs are that he is going to release 2 tapes of me." Regina testified that she and her husband decided to take out a loan so that they could send Combs the $20,000 he demanded, although later he decided to give this money
Knew
back.
they acting like themselves as usual. This ain't my boy in order taking.
By Sean Combs and Cassie Ventura. Hayes said that he first met her back in 2012 when Ventura asked him to help set up a scene for Combs' birthday. He was told to go to the Trump International Hotel and Tower in Manhattan. And honestly, the things that were mentioned are so dark for what he was asked to do, I'd actually rather not talk about it. But after that first time, Hayes said that he oil and he
Now
another
that
item. Number 11 was
the brownie batter's cooked all the way, let's take out the brownies.
Why people
And looky here, we are done. So, I know that I'm supposed to sprinkle the cookie pieces on to the brownie batter after we put it in the pan. But again, you know me with my own twist. I always have my own twist into cooking and baking, just like I have my own twist in my moveset. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and until then, I'll see you all tomorrow with an update on Animal Crossing.